You're listening to the Style Files. I'm your host, Sierra Sanchez, and today we have one of my dear friends, Emily Paskulik from DearSerendipity.com. What made you want to start a blog in the first place?
I think the biggest thing for me was I was obsessed with Pinterest, as pretty much any fashion blogger will say. But I think I wanted more than just like writing captions on Pinterest, because that's all you can do. It's just like reposting other people's ideas. I kind of wanted a place where I could do that, but not like create a website like Pinterest. So I think I mainly just wanted like to be able to express my thoughts about fashion, and like instead of reposting other people's trending ideas or what they liked, I kind of wanted a place where I could do that. And I talked to my boyfriend about it, I remember like a year ago, and I was just like, I think this would be cool, and he was like, you could totally do this, you'd be perfect. So I just kind of started it, but it was super exciting. I don't know, like seeing everyone on my college campus, I think that was probably what made it so easy to start, is just because there's so many people around you who kind of think the same way as you. And I mean, you go to fashion school. It's just like having so many college kids the same age around you with the same interests was made it so easy to start and to kind of spread, just because they're all interested in the same things that I am. So
yeah, just, spread the knowledge. So it's called Dear Serendipity. What made you choose that name?
I didn't want to use like my name in it, like Dear Emily or anything, because it's little Dear Abby.
Oh yeah.
But actually, there's this place in New York called Serendipity. It's like you've probably heard of it. It's like an ice cream restaurant place, kind of. And my ultimate dream in life is to move to Manhattan. So when I was thinking of random words that I just liked, that popped into my head. But serendipity means to like fall into good fortune, I guess. So I guess that was my wish for myself.
Fashion blogging fortune. What do you post most often? Do you have a schedule or?
I tried to stick with the schedule in the beginning, but it became kind of routine, and it's just like if people know what to expect, it gets a little old, I think. So I originally would have like on Mondays I would do this, on Tuesdays I would do this, and it was mainly like fashion and like interior design. But it just got kind of boring, and I didn't really like being stuck in like a set schedule that I had to follow. So now I post, like, I just started this new segment actually on food, because I'm the worst person with food ever. Like, I cannot cook.
Me
but my
too.
mom, I know, but my mom's amazing at it. So now every last Friday of the month, she's doing like a food segment for me, for college kids.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm trying to incorporate new things, but mainly I talk about fashion, different lifestyle. I talk about my life a lot, actually. There's a ton of pictures from like what I'm doing in my everyday life. But it's mainly just fashion and lifestyle, some interior design, and now some more food.
That's so awesome. Like, I'm really excited to check out the food one because I burn everything.
Yeah, I just started it actually last Friday, and it was awesome. It was this like flank steak recipe that I've been eating for like 20 years that my mom's made me. But I just figured everyone around me we all have our own houses now, in college.
That's really cool that you gear it towards like the college age lifestyle and like what people are going through like at this point in their life, and it's like it's very thoughtful as well, which is really nice. Like,
it's also easier to gear it towards people your own age, because I know exactly what they'd want, because I'm the same age as them and have the same interests.
Exactly. So. But a lot of your photos are so like gorgeous, just like the I'm not even kidding, and I don't know if you take them yourself, like if it's in your own bedroom or if you find them elsewhere. Do you take a lot of your own pictures?
I do, yeah. I got I mean, we went to high school together.
Yeah.
I was the photo editor for
Hiring Spring.
Newspaper, yeah. But I got like a really nice camera in high school, and I was super obsessed with photography, and I thought that was like what I wanted to do. So when I started this, it was nice because I didn't want to have like low quality images or pictures that I just took from somewhere else all the time. So I have a super nice camera here, and I have a boyfriend who loves taking pictures and will do whatever I ask. So it's nice to have him around. But when they're not of me, I take all of them. And then when they're of me, it's normally him, or like when I was home for the summer, my mom did, which was hilarious because I had to teach her how to use my camera.
My mom would be the same. So
I had no idea what she was doing.
Where do I press? Wait, what? Like, oh god.
It's fun having such a nice camera that you don't have to like borrow other people's, and you can.
So what kind of camera is it then?
It's a Nikon D40X. It's one of those big ones, big lenses that you like focus yourself. But it's really cool.
Is that something you recommend? Like, a lot of it nowadays, I think it's iPhones. Like, Instagram, they just, like, put a filter on, and then I think it's really cool now. But do you think that there's, like, a special artistry behind having a specialty camera like that?
I think definitely. I have some posts that obviously I don't take my camera with me everywhere, like when I go to campus. So I snap like Instagram pictures all the time, and I'll have like posts where I'll show you like Instagram posts from my life. But I think it's definitely different having that nice of a camera. It's just a different level. It's just so much more professional. I mean, anyone can snap an iPhone picture because most of the world, especially college kids, have iPhones. Exactly. But I think it's just a different level having, like, nicer quality. And that's my biggest pet peeve is, like, not good quality pictures. It drives me crazy.
It seriously is one of the key things as for, like, what makes or breaks a blog post. So what are some of your favorite blogs?
Well, obviously, Cupcakes and Cashmere, I'm, like, obsessed with.
Love her.
She came to San Francisco, and my mom was texting me, like, do you want me to go to her signing? Like, I'll go to her signing and get her. But I'm obsessed with her. I just think her style is amazing. And I'm also obsessed with the Man Repeller, obviously.
She's so cool.
I just wish I could be as nuts as her. And actually, With Love from Kat, I don't know if you know Kat Tanita. I've known her, like, my whole life. But she has one of the best blogs ever. It's just so classy. Every time I read it, I'm just like, I wish I could be you.
Yeah, I'm totally going to check her out.
It's so good. But I have, like, a whole, like, daily read section of my blog, and I literally check out there's probably, like, 15 blogs on there. But I literally check out those blogs every day.
That's awesome. So where do you see your blog going from here? And, like, are you just going to kind of go with it, or do you have a goal? Are you going to try to, like, make money from your blog, or what do you see?
I'm definitely trying to make money. I've made some. Do you know what reward style is?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so I use reward style just for, like, links. Whenever I do outfit posts, you can basically just put a link of where you got that item, and then people can buy it, and if they do, you make money. I definitely couldn't, like, live off of that, because I'm not big enough to do that. I don't know. I mean, I think everyone who has a fashion blog would love to end up like Emily Schumann or Leandra Medine. Like, I would die to be one of those people. But even if it doesn't end up like that, I think I'm cool with it just continuing how it does. Like, I've had some friends from Gonzaga, even where I go to school, say, like, you inspired me to start my own blog, or, I tried that recipe that you had on your blog last week. And it's just cool, like, seeing people actually read it and, like, care what you have to say. That I don't need necessarily to make money off of it. It's just kind of fun.
It's just your space.
It is.
For your things, your thoughts. Well, why don't you tell us where we can read your blog on a daily basis?
Okay, it's dearserendipity.com. And you can also follow me on Twitter at dearserendip. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
I'm Sierra Sanchez for the Style Files on UrbanKnightsRadio.com.